Hey guys, quick story time. This is something that came up in my class a couple of months ago, and I was thinking about putting this out in a video, but I wasn't sure. So, I have this class of older people. They're all retired and they're quite friendly, but I guess because they've been studying English for such a long time, they have very unique opinions. Very unique opinions. Here's an example. I was teaching this class, and one of the older gentlemen, just stood up, just out of nowhere, and he said, "Guys, English is strange." And I'm paraphrasing here. Guys, English is strange. Mr. is written as MR, but Mrs. is written as MRS. And then he said, "Do you know why that is? It's because Mrs." And again, I'm not saying this is what he said. He said, "Because Mrs. is Mr.'s possession." Yikes. I I had to cut him off there. Because, well, it's not true. I mean, obviously, there's no apostrophe in Mrs., and it's really kind of not good. um, so I had to explain where um, MRS comes from, why there is an R in Mrs. Do you know why there is an R in Mrs.? Well, it's not actually, MRS doesn't actually come from the word Mrs. A long time ago, a long time ago, the household was the master and the mistress. MR comes from master. MRS comes from mistress. Now, I knew this, but I had to prove it to him, okay? And I'll prove it to you too. Once I finish editing up this video and posting this video, in the comment section, I'll put a link to I can't say that. Encyclopedia Britannica. Okay? And you guys can read it for yourself. All right? Cool. See you later.